Well, we're here with another edition of NAS Chats, and I'm here with Jevon Knox, and we're going to have a conversation for a few minutes here. Jevon, why don't you introduce yourself and talk about your connection with Marysville, Ohio, and Marysville Nazarene.
Thanks for having me, Pastor Paul. My name is Jevon Knox. Some of you might know me. I grew up in Marysville, went to Marysville Church of the Nazarene since I can remember, through both Pastor Paul's, and I went to Marysville High School and played basketball there, and then ended up committing to MVNU, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, to play basketball and study mechanical engineering there as well. And I'm just finishing up my undergrad there right now.
So your mom's Steve and Jan, and how are they doing?
They're doing great. It's been an adjustment for both of them, being up in the Mansfield area, because they moved there about a couple years ago now, and but it's been good for them because they're really close to my mom's parents. They only live about 10 minutes away, so and then we have cousins in the area as well, and so it's just been really good in that regard, where we've been a lot more connected with our external family.
That's good.
So that's been really good. Yeah.
Grandma and Grandpa like to watch you play, don't they?
They do. They love it. They live for it.
So and you have two sisters, and both of them graduated from Marysville High School too, right?
Yeah.
How's your sister?
Michaela?
Yeah.
They're doing great. Michaela graduated from Trevecca Nazarene, and she's actually at home right now. She was working a couple jobs, but kind of just got laid off recently with all that's been going on. But she'll be back at those jobs soon, hopefully. And then she's going to get married this November to actually someone who is a good friend. He still is a good friend of mine. I met at MVNU. Will Smith actually is his name.
Not and so Smith, though.
No, but we're thinking about sending the actor a wedding invitation just to see if he'll make it out.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So yeah, she's they're engaged and planning to get married in November, and then Whitney graduated from Olivet Nazarene, and she's living in the Indianapolis area with her husband Matt, and she's an engineer at Eli Lilly. Okay. So yeah, they're doing well also. Everybody's
healthy and doing okay?
Yeah, they are.
Good. So you graduated from Marysville High School, and let's talk a little bit about basketball, because you know how I just can't stand talking about basketball. Yeah, Jevon's, I've told your dad this, probably other than my own family, my brothers and my kids, you're my favorite person to watch play basketball. I love to watch you play, man, because you play right. Thank you. You're so unselfish, and I just love to watch you play. But you started 3 years varsity at Marysville, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Nearly 1,000-point scorer. What was your favorite memories at Marysville? What's your favorite memories of games?
I think I remember a few specific games, and just some big moments, like we beat Coffman a couple times, Dublin Coffman, which doesn't happen often because they're historically a good basketball school. So I remember specific games, but more of my memories just around the guys on the team and the friends I made there. I just really enjoyed the community of Marysville, and just playing high school basketball. There's nothing like it. Even college is just different. So I loved my experience at Marysville.
You had a big group of seniors that graduated with you that year, didn't you?
Yeah, we had 11 seniors. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Now I remember Dublin Coffman. That was a good game. That you hit about a 35-foot shot, I think, to put that game into overtime. You hit a deep shot.
I do remember that.
Yeah, they knew you were going to shoot it, and it didn't matter. So Jevon could hit some big shots. And so then you went out at Mount Vernon, and you played there for now. You redshirted 1 year, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. And then I played the last three. So.
Three. So you have 1 more year of eligibility left.
Yep.
So favorite memories at Mount Vernon playing?
Oh man, I've got a lot. Probably we made it out to nationals, not this past year, but the year before. We went out to Sioux Falls for the national tournament.
Right.
And that tournament's incredible. It's like no other college tournament because every team is in the same location for the entire tournament. And just going out there with that group of guys was a ton of fun. So
right. That's cool. That's cool. Any honors? I think you've had some honors, right?
Yeah.
Player of the year or conference team?
Yeah, I've been all first team in the conference for the last 2 years. And then second team All-American the last 2 years. So
second team All-American. Okay.
Yeah.
Jevon won't brag on himself. Jevon's quite a ball player and quite an unselfish player. He could score a lot more than he does, but he's an unselfish, good basketball player. And already 1,000-point scorer at Mount Vernon. I think that scoring record's way up there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's out of reach.
3,000 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned with that at all, though.
Have you scored more than Kenny Chafin, though?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to look that up next year.
Of course,
I'm done.
Came from Marysville too, and so now a principal here. But yeah, that's your one goal. So you have Marysville bragging rights.
Yeah, that's the only reason I went there. Yeah.
What about nicknames? Jevon's got some awesome nicknames. Give us some of the nicknames that you've got at Mount Vernon.
Oh man, so our announcer Paul McNeil has come up with a bunch. I don't even know them all. Mr. Knox County is one of them. The Red Mamba.
The Red Mamba. I love the Red Mamba. That's my favorite.
I don't know. I can't remember
They
the
play the
other
Red
ones.
Rifleman too, or something like that, or the
I haven't heard that one, but I don't.
Tell me to include the Red Rifleman.
I won't.
They have a lot of fun when you shoot your threes, don't they?
Mm-hmm. I don't notice it. I tell people all the time, I don't really hear it while I'm playing,
Right.
which is kind of amazing because he's yelling it over the PA system, but I don't notice it when I'm on the court most of the time. So it's kind of fun.
I think it'd probably be kind of odd if you stopped and did pay attention to it.
Yeah, that's true.
I think when you were playing Indiana Wesleyan, you had a pretty high compliment from, I can't think of the guy, the NBA announcer came over and talked to you a little bit.
Yeah.
And,
Ernie Johnson.
Ernie
Yeah.
Johnson. I was watching the game, and Ernie Johnson said he just loved to watch Jevon play, particularly pointed you out and came over and had a conversation with you. So you've had some good experiences with basketball.
The corner, Paul. Back to Knox, guarded by Rubio. Knox driving inside, floater in the lane is good for McLaughlin. Now, here's Jevon Knox, guarded by Smith. Jevon into the lane. He'll stop underneath with the right hand. And now here's Knox on the baseline. He's going to drive inside. His layup no good. Gets his own rebound, lays it in. Gave himself. Here's Knox quickly the other way. He's going to drive into the lane, spin, and lay it in. What a move. Johnson, top of the key, back to Knox. Knox around the screen, stop, pop, two. Good for Jevon Knox. Before, let the big men shoot those jumpers. Knox around a screen. He'll drive inside. He'll lose it. Put it up with the right hand. Are you kidding me? He just tapped. McLaughlin. Now Knox. Knox driving the lane inside, up and under. Oh, my word. Back it out, 8 to shoot. Guarded by Smith. Comes around a screen. He'll go baseline. 2-point jumper. Good. Jevon Knox is critical. Back up top, here's Knox. 10 to shoot. He's going to work it inside. Spinning, pumping, up and under with the right hand. Jevon.
Yeah.
Let's talk about school. How's school going?
School's going really well. My undergrad's almost done. So in the next few days, I'll be done with my mechanical engineering degree. And then I plan on, because I have another year of basketball eligibility, I plan on returning and getting my MBA, Master's in Business Administration. And I'll try to finish that in a year, and then I'll move on. So that's kind of where school's at. But
So you got 1 year of basketball eligibility left, and any potential future after this, you think? Are you thinking about that, or any
I've
different?
thought about it. I don't know yet. So
I don't know yet. I could see.
I think
Yeah,
I think I'll make that decision after next year. So
right. You don't have to make it now.
yeah.
So Kevin's quarantined too. I don't know if we talked about this, but you guys aren't having school at Mount Vernon, so he's at home finishing up online. Probably do a virtual graduation of some type for them, or maybe something in August. So it's kind of a bummer come to your senior year and the excitement of it. And I feel your pain, buddy. I feel your pain. I'll tell you this. I'm proud of you. I am. And, I appreciate your influence. There's still an influence in our youth group from you and Michaela, at least. And I know Whitney as well. But you guys have had a huge impact even on my son. And I appreciate you guys. And, I root for you. Anything you want to share with your church family before we sign off?
Maybe just something that I've been thinking about during this time is just kind of how much we've taken for granted the ability to just meet together, and how important community is in our church. I know for me, I've missed just the ability to be with people who build me up and encourage me outside of my family, and so I think if we're not missing that, then church wasn't functioning the way it should have been before that.
Right.
So I guess just as we possibly return to in-person church in the near future, hopefully that we just don't take that for granted, and even better about our influence on each other in person. So
That's awesome. That's
just
good.
what I've been thinking about. So,
well, man, I'll be up to see you more this year since Spencer's done, and he'll be going to school up there. I have a feeling we'll probably sneak up to a few more games and see our kids. I'll have 2 kids in Mount Vernon and see
awesome.
you as well. And so, buddy, I really appreciate you taking the time and talk to me, and we'll see you soon. Okay.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Pastor Paul.
You're welcome.